Are you a business owner, blogger, or personal brand looking to level up your social media game? Well, in this video, I'm going to be giving you my full review of a service called Viraltag, which will make it easier to find and share great content with your followers and also include great images to grab their attention. Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Money at 30, and for the past few months, I've been using a service called Viraltag to help me manage my Twitter, Facebook page, Pinterest, and even my LinkedIn business page. So I thought I'd give you an overview of the app, talk about some of the things I like about it, and then also kind of point out some things that I think could be improved. So the first thing I want to mention is that there's really two main ways that you can utilize Viraltag. The first option is to use the Viraltag browser extension. This will allow you to create social media posts based around images you find on articles, along with a link back to that content. This is a great way to take an article you might have stumbled upon and share it with your audience on the fly. The other option is to log into Viraltag's website, where you can create RSS feeds and then share content from your favorite sites. I will say that while the browser extension and the on-the-fly nature of Viraltag is what originally attracted me to it, these days I'm actually using about a 50-50 split between the two options. So now that you kind of have a basic idea of how Viraltag works, I want to discuss my top 3 things that I love about this service. Topping my list is the image editor. So one cool thing about Viraltag is not only can you schedule posts across different platforms, but you can also tailor your posts to those platforms. For example, if you're sharing an image intended for Pinterest, it's not going to display very well when you go to post it on Twitter. That's why it's extremely helpful that Viraltag allows you to edit your images. This includes the ability to crop the image to the optimal size, add text overlays, and add other enhancements to make your post stand out no matter which platform you're posting on. Moreover, using the clone feature, you can actually create multiple posts at once and then add them all to your queue. Speaking of the queue, my second favorite feature on Viraltag is the content scheduler. More specifically, I'm a huge fan of the evergreen feature. By marking your content as evergreen, it'll not only be shared the first time, but subsequently repost when you have a hole in your schedule. Now before you worry, you can also adjust the parameters to ensure that the same piece of content isn't being shared too often. Beyond the evergreen feature, there are a couple other ways to schedule your content. As I mentioned, there is a queue where you can set up how often you want different platforms to post, and then just have everything lined up ready to go. However, if you do want a post to go up at a specific time, you can also set that as well. So in that way, Viraltag's content scheduler is kind of a cross between TweetDeck and Tumblr's queue function. Finally, the third thing I like about Viraltag is just how good the posts look. I have to say that I've tried other forms of social media automation in the past, and there's definitely been cases where the text gets cut off or the photo doesn't come across for some reason, and these times are really frustrating that the post doesn't look the way I wanted it to. With Viraltag, I've never really had that happen. The posts always come out looking exactly the way I expected when I designed them in the first place. This gives me peace of mind when scheduling my content. I don't sit there and fret about how it's going to look when it reaches the platform. Now, as you can probably tell, I really do enjoy using Viraltag, but there are a couple small tweaks I think they could make, namely in the feed section. As I mentioned, this is a feature I've been using more and more over the past few months, and because of that, I found a couple of things that I think could work a little bit better. For example, I found there's no real good way to preview an article before you go about posting it. While the workaround here is to select an article, hit schedule, copy the link, and open a new tab to view it, it feels like there should really be a more elegant way to do all that. I mean, while all the sites in my RSS feeds constantly put out great content, it doesn't mean I don't want to preview what the article is about before I share it with my followers. The other minor gripe I have about the feed section is that once you schedule a post from there, it sends you back to your dashboard, which you have to go through a number of steps to get back to the feeds. Now, I have discovered that if you just hit the back button instead of hitting the dashboard link, it'll take you back to feeds, but it also starts you back at the top and not where you left off. So once again, I just feel there could be a little bit more forethought of how people are going to be using that feature and make it a little bit smoother. Finally, I do have to mention that if you look in the Apple App Store, you will come across a Viraltag app. However, it probably doesn't do what you think it does. While one might assume that this is an on-the-go version of the Viraltag site, giving you a list of what you have in your queue and allowing you to make tweaks, that's actually not what it is at all. In fact, the Viraltag app just has one feature, and that is to sort of schedule to Instagram. Now let me explain my hemming and hawing by saying that what Viraltag has come up with as a solution for scheduling to Instagram is actually pretty clever, and it's also not their fault that Instagram put such limitations on them. That said, what the app offers isn't necessarily scheduling to Instagram, but more like reminding you to post to Instagram. When you go to connect your various social accounts to Viraltag, you'll notice that Instagram is one of the options. However, in order to actually connect your Instagram account, you will need to download the aforementioned app and go through a couple of steps. Once that's all said and done, you will have the ability to select Instagram as one of your options when you go to schedule posts. Instead of these posts going through automatically like with the other platforms, you'll get a notification on your phone when it's time for you to post it. Acknowledging that alert will then take you to the Viraltag app, which will then open Instagram. While it is nice that it copies over the text that you drafted, make no mistake that you're still manually posting these Instagrams. Now, once again, this is not really Viraltag's fault, but it does make me wonder if they've already gone through all the trouble of creating a mobile app, why wouldn't they add some of the features similar to the desktop version? That said, I can't realistically say how many times I would actually need to monitor my queue on the go, although the option would be nice. So overall, I really do feel like Viraltag has helped me level up my social media game by making it easy to create great looking content across all my different social media platforms. So if you're interested in learning more about Viraltag, I have a full review on moneyat30.com, which I'll of course link to in the description box below, as well as a link to Viraltag, and you just go check it out for yourself. Finally, if you did think this review was helpful, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching and wish you the best of luck in all your social media endeavors, and I will see you next time.